Imagine a world where the sky turned red, and the silence that followed was louder than the bombs themselves. You are part of a small, fractured group of survivors trying to navigate the radioactive ruins of a society that forgot how to survive without electricity. But now, as resources dwindle and desperation rises, you realize that the greatest threat isn't the radiation. It's the people who have decided that morality is a luxury they can no longer afford. Welcome to the complete Nuclear Dawn box set, the definitive, gritty, and deeply suspenseful omnibus by Kyla Stone. If you love nuclear apocalypse tropes, realistic survivalism, and stories that explore the sheer, unadulterated terror of facing a neighbor who has turned into a predator, this audiobook marathon will completely consume you. It is a masterclass in post-apocalyptic thriller fiction, blending the visceral crunch of tactical combat with the profound weight of moral decay. The narrative kicks off with the immediate aftermath of the collapse, thrusting our protagonists into a race against time to secure their families and resources before the chaos fully sets in. The atmosphere is thick with the silence of dead engines, the smell of smoke and panic, and the creeping dread of knowing that help is not coming, and that the people next door might soon become your biggest threat. Stone excels at capturing the psychological toll of sudden isolation, making every scavenging run, every medical crisis, and every tense negotiation feel like a high-stakes gamble where the price of failure is losing everything you hold dear. At the core of the series' massive appeal is its uncompromising commitment to tactical realism and the spectacular societal collapse trope. This isn't a story about zombies or mutants. It's about the brutal, exhausting reality of staying alive when the infrastructure vanishes. Watching the protagonists navigate the treacherous social hierarchy of the wasteland, form tentative alliances with other survivors, and use their wits and weapons to outsmart raiders who have turned violence into a survival tactic is incredibly gripping. The audiobook narration brings the visceral impact of the survival mechanics to life, making the crunch of broken glass, the sharp crack of a rifle, and the heavy silence of a world without power feel incredibly real and deeply immersive. But beyond the spectacular action and the survival mechanics, the soul of Nuclear Dawn lies in its characters and the heavy burden of leadership. The protagonists aren't invincible killers. They are deeply human individuals, struggling with the moral weight of doing what is necessary to protect those they care about. The emotional anchor of the story is their fierce, unbreakable loyalty to the small group of survivors they manage to protect, a found family, bound by the shared trauma of the collapse. The audiobook format elevates these intimate moments, making the quiet, desperate conversations by a campfire feel just as impactful as the explosive, chaotic firefights on the perimeter. As the plot accelerates towards its climax across the series, the pacing becomes utterly breathless. A major raider gang or a rival faction targets the community sanctuary, forcing them into a desperate, high-stakes last stand. The finale is a breathtaking display of tactical brilliance, overwhelming improvisation, and raw, unbridled courage. The protagonists must use every hidden trick, every overloaded trap, and every ounce of their will to hold the line against an unstoppable tide. The payoff is spectacular, delivering a massive, hard-earned victory that proves humanity's will to survive is stronger than the darkness. The complete Nuclear Dawn box set is a triumph of the post-apocalyptic thriller genre. It is smart, gritty, and unapologetically intense. Kyla Stone has crafted a saga that perfectly captures the thrill of the ultimate underdog holding the line. Plug in your headphones, check your perimeter, and join the survivors. The grid is down, but their fight for tomorrow is just beginning.